Alrighty, and we're on. I hope this is a good angle. I think this is a good angle. I wanted to do a video on a really important topic if you are in the hair industry, if you are in the beauty industry alone, but specifically I'm talking about the hair industry because that is the industry that I am in. First of all, since y'all here, go ahead and click that subscribe button and don't forget to like this video and comment down below. Let me know your Instagram, you know, if you're a hairstylist, if this video helped you at all. But nevertheless, I want this channel also to be very informative and, you know, help y'all along y'all journey, and I want to be able to share some information with y'all. So this video is basically to help you guys choose the right booking software. Now, it's so many platforms that y'all can use. There's so many options out here, especially if you're new, if you're kind of, you know, in the middle, you're kind of starting to gain a little bit of clientele, you're trying to be a little bit more professional. Now, I'm not perfect, but being professional is something that's always going to be in the forefront of my business at all times, and that's what I'm going to try to, you know, convey to my audience. So choosing the right booking software is so important, because especially if you are a hairstylist, because you want to make sure that when people are coming to you to book an appointment, that it's an easy process. For one, don't nobody want to come to you and it's so difficult for them to even figure out what service to choose. So first of all, when you're choosing a booking software, you want to make sure that that software has a option for your clients to put their deposit down. A year since I've been using the software that I recently stopped using, or that I'm transitioning out of, which is Booksy. So you want to make sure that whatever software that you have has the option for them to put their deposit down. Now with Booksy, it was about like $35 a month, but with them, they had they actually did have an option of their deposits, but it was the percentage and the fees was too high, and they just, like, you had to send in a video of your workplace, like just all this extra stuff to accept deposits. It was just too much. It was so just make sure that you're able to have a deposit where your client can put a deposit down to secure their appointment, and to make sure you're not wasting your time going to an appointment without their deposit being down. Personally speaking, I feel like deposits should be non-refundable, but that is my opinion. However you want to run your business, I feel like time is money, and if somebody's making an appointment with you, they need to, you know, come to their appointment, or you miss out on your money, period. The second thing is you want to make sure that whatever software you have is able to send out confirmation emails. When somebody's booking an appointment with you, they want to make sure that everything is good. So they need to be able to know that their appointment is made. Hey, I got the notification that you booked an appointment with me. Thanks for booking. This is the time, this is the date, this is the service, this is what you need, this is the address. All that stuff needs to be in that confirmation email once they book their appointment, so they can confirm that they have booked an appointment and they know. Now, just depending on whatever booking software that you have, you can set up where it's an email or text. But just make sure that you do have the option of sending out a confirmation email to your clients automatically, so you don't have to do none of that work on the back end. The whole purpose of a booking software is so you don't have to manually do everything. This is not really a need, but I feel like it's very handy. You know, y'all, we in 2020. If your booking software don't have an app, some people really like apps, especially if it's a client of yours that's been with you for a long time, that knows, you know, your process or whatever. If they have an app, they can easily just download on their phone. That's another way for it's more easier for them to book an appointment with you, and they can, you know, keep a client to keep coming back to you. Them having a app to go along with the website is really good. But just depending on whatever software it is, I know Booksy they have different links that you can put in different places. So one of the links is, if you click on it, you have to download the app and sign up. That's too much. Don't nobody want to do all of that. Don't nobody got time to do all of that. They just want to click, see what appointment, what service they want, confirm their appointment, put their deposit down, boom. Like, the link where they have to sign up and download, like that's too confusing. Everybody's not tech savvy, everybody don't want to do all of that. So you need a software that's going to be very, very easy, like literally like simple. So you need something that's very straight to the point, right in their face, 1 2 3. This is it, literally. So but just make sure that if they do have an app, that's a plus, you know, but they should be able to still click the link wherever you have it, or send them the link, you know, text it to them, whether if it's on Google, whatever. They should be able to just click it and go to wherever, you know, your services are. But they shouldn't have to download it. That should be a plus, not a necessity. Also, so with me transitioning into StyleSeat, I came across this issue from me coming from Booksy. I needed my client list. So if you're a stylist and you've been on a booking software for a while, you know that your email list and your client list is very important, because you want to be able to obtain those clients and their information, because that's your money. Having a software where they're able to import and export your files is important as well. So with me starting up with StyleSeat, I needed my client list and I had to be able to email Booksy. Fortunately, Booksy had that option. They didn't have it on the actual app. They did not have it on the app. I had to email somebody and then they had to send me my client list, which I feel like it should have just been on there. It should have just been a way where I could have exported it from my software. I shouldn't have had to reach out to them, wait a business day. Like, that's too much, in my opinion. So I could just upload it on StyleSeat. Now StyleSeat, if you had your client list in a file, you did have to email them, send it to them, and then they uploaded it for you. I don't know, maybe it's just like a back end thing, like I don't know, but make sure that you're able to do that, because you want to be able to obtain those clients, and you don't want, you know, that information to be gone once you cancel that subscription with whatever booking software that you have at that time. And also, you just don't want to manually put it in once you transition to whatever software you're transitioning to. If you decide to do so in the future, you still want to make sure that you just have those files for you. Is seeing your statistics and reports are also important, just because for tax purposes, for your information, for your benefit, you want to see your sales. You also want to know if they're increasing, to see what the increase is, so you can do more of that service. Or maybe you had a special and you know, want to see your numbers for that month. Or just make sure that you're able to see your growth, your statistic and your reports of, you know, what money you're bringing in and what money you're actually obtaining. If they're charging you for the deposits, with 9 times out of 10 they are, but you're paying less out of pocket for the fees. You can also put those fees back in your prices. So if your sew-ins or whatever services you offer, if those are like, so my basic sew-ins are $135. I just went up. My basic sew-ins are $135, and automatically put your fees into your prices by raising it. For them, if you wanted to use Booksy software to have your clients pay through them or accept the deposits through Booksy, their percentage is 2.69 plus a 30-cent fee for each appointment. So your base service price is $135 plus whatever percentage amount that is. So therefore, you're not really paying for the fees. The client is paying for the fees, but it's just included in your prices. But they wouldn't know that. That's just, you know, will be your prices. A lot of people are not going to understand that, but at the same time, if they have a problem, people are going to pay for what they want to pay for, and you know, all money ain't good money. My camera. I hope you guys are learning something. Make sure that they have promotions, email marketing, StyleSeat, they have like gift cards that people can purchase. That's good. Deals that you can have, like all that type of stuff, like bundle the services together for the month or whatever. Like, they have options where they can do that, and you want to make sure that, like, little stuff like that, so people can feel like, you know, they're getting a deal, or you're able to do more marketing on your booking software. Like, that's always good. That's a plus right there. And then the last one that I have is make sure that they have a way that your clients can send in reviews, and that's also going to help you with marketing. Personally speaking, I loved that with Booksy. They had a way where right after they're done their appointment, they get a notification to where they can send it in. Like, that is really good because people look at reviews. So many of my clients that came to me, new clients that I had, and they'll tell me like, your reviews was good, they all was up to date, they were recent. People look at the years of when people put it in, people look at the service that they're reviewing on. So the reviews really make a difference, and that helps people feel confident in booking with you, especially if you're new. If you gotta manually text them and say, hey girl, how'd you like your appointment, just following up on you, just make sure that you're reaching out and you're getting those reviews, especially if you're new, because you can post them and tell people like, hey, like, this girl love her hair, sending them client selfies, all of that. So I'm gonna tell y'all the booking softwares that I personally have used. At first, when I was fresh out new, social media was my booking software. Some people Facebook, Instagram, and they say DM me. That is a way, and I'm actually not opposed to it at first. If you're starting off, I think it's actually necessary to just do that, to email me for appointments or DM me for appointments or text me for appointments, because you're not paying. There's no point if you paying a subscription every month. If you're not having to manually do a lot of work for booking an appointment, go ahead and just book it manually. Like, text them, you know, conversate with them through email or DM or text or call or whatever, however you want to do it. So definitely just social media in general is something that I used to use. Obviously now, because my clientele is a little bit more, my clientele is nowhere near where I want it to be, like, at all, but I do not have time to text nobody back. They're gonna think, and this is something that's really important, you don't want it to become such a hassle to where your business comes off unprofessional. Because if you're texting back slow, if you're emailing slow, all that stuff, they're gonna feel like, oh my gosh, she's taking too long, I'm gonna go to somebody else. And I have a problem with texting back, and that's why I didn't like DMs, because I didn't want people thinking that I'm ignoring them, because I do have a lot going on, but they don't care about that. Wix website, I did use Wix. It's around the same price as far as the monthly rate, just depends. But I think at that time when I made my website, one, I was too early in. The graphics wasn't where I wanted it to be. I was customizing the website on my own, which I really was doing a good job, but it was just too much. A lot of the things I didn't really understand at first, so it's different sites that you can choose from. So Wix is definitely one. That is something for somebody who's a little bit more experienced. You know, they have a bigger platform. The website can be a one-stop. The fourth option is Stylesy, of course. So I'm now on Stylesy. I can do a review for y'all once I'm open back up after quarantine. That's when I will let y'all know. Everything, all my information is on here. All my expectations for booking an appointment is on there, so nobody can say that they didn't see anything, which was one of my issues with Booksy. They said, oh, well, I didn't see that you had to send a deposit here, I didn't see that this, I didn't see that, I didn't see that, and that's another topic for another day. And yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I wasn't talking too fast. This was my first sit down video, so if y'all enjoyed this and you felt like you got a lot of information out of this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Share it to, you know, a new stylist that you know that maybe this could help them. If y'all have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. On Instagram at Hair by Jazz, that's with 4 S's, Hair by Jazz with 4 S's. And make sure y'all subscribe to my channel for more videos. I know the bell notification, that thing. I don't know what these YouTubers be saying, okay? But yeah, just make sure y'all do that, because my videos is gonna be very informative and I want y'all to know what's going on. Okay? Bye.
Hey, so what if them niggas make more? I knew my time would come and had to wait for it. So every night a nigga pray for it.
a lot of the manual work with the deposits, it was getting too unprofessional for me. So that's why I switched. But definitely social media is one. The second booking software that you can use is Booksy. Of course, that's also an option for you. Just do your research. It didn't work for me personally, but it may work for you. You know, you definitely can look into Booksy. It just wasn't a good software for me personally.